This is going to be a very special game. I don't normally get the chance to cast games like these, but I certainly do treasure the rare occasion in which I can. Silver Elo solo queue rank game. The last time I casted one of these, I think I titled it "This is why League causes cancer," because there were some questionable decisions being made left and right. For all intents and purposes, this is around the Elo where you can expect like about half of the player base to be at. Like, this is the definition of average Elo. But it turns out League is kind of hard. So are most MOBA games in general. So, even your average player can be expected to mess up to a considerable degree. In Platinum, you have... I think Platinum is filled with a lot of tryhard. I'm purely speaking based on observation, not from experience, because I don't rank. But my observation is that Platinum just has a lot more tryhards, and it's always filled with people who think that they know how to play the game, but in reality just don't have the solid macro or micro to climb past Platinum for the most part without heavy grinding. But there's also the right Elo where you know enough about the game to think that you know the right plays all the time. Silver is kind of the opposite. You either have really delusional people that think that they know absolutely everything and they're just hard stuck Silver for one reason or another. And on the other hand, they're just generally people who are trying to improve. It can either be extremely wholesome or it can be extremely tilting, toxic, and frustrating. More so the latter. In lower elos, there are a lot more things out of your control. People can smurf, people can snowball, people can be just utterly incompetent. In fact, I think on average every game has at least all of those three. But that's what makes these games entertaining in probably the worst way possible. There are gonna be items built wrong, there are gonna be poor decisions, really bad team fights, there's gonna be throws left and right. Very rarely do you see decisive stomps, because no one really knows how to hold on to a lead here. But I guess that's exactly why we watch these games. It's not as bad as Iron, because Iron players actually just suck. And they take forever to play the game, and they play so slowly. Silver games are still generally pretty slow, but at least very few of them stall out. Someone always gets antsy and throws. So if nothing else, it's pretty exciting to watch. I'm hoping it's going to be exciting to cast. We'll go over the matchups here. We got Urgot against Riven top lane. We got Karthus. Yeah, right. Warwick against the Shaco jungle. Vlad against the Nivea mid. So Vlad's item path already. A very particular item build path you have to go to optimize yourself. I'm willing to bet there's a 50-50 chance that this Vlad just picks up the completely wrong items. We'll see. Bot lane is going to be Xayah Zoe. Not typically a lane combo you see a lot. Versus Lux support with MF AD carry. Meanwhile Shaco, ooh, he's dancing with the Warwick in the enemy jungle. Where's the rotations? The Urgot is coming down for a rotation, but there's a box in the brush and he's going to trip it and get feared. He can't dash over the wall, but he's going to try to flash over. First blood goes over to the Warwick. Meanwhile, Zoe gets killed off in the 2v2. Xayah doesn't find enough damage to kill Lux back. Vladimir takes out a huge chunk, pulls after the entirety of the damage has been dumped onto him. So he damaged himself even more, because he has decided he didn't lose that trade badly enough. So Urgot picking up the assist for first blood, gonna come back to lane. Way favoring him, he's gonna be able to out CS the Riven here once he picks it all up. Vladimir charging Tides of Blood, not gonna hit anything, but he's CS leading over Anivia, which is great. Anivia early can't really threaten the Vlad or stop him from farming. Gets kinda hairy around 6, but by then Vlad is still slowly scaling up. In passive mage matchups, Vlad shines. He can't be punished early, he can't be punished around mid, and late game he out snowballs you. What is this Vlad's ruins? Electrocute. Alright. Okay. So that means by taking Red Tree, he's already sacrificed either the ability to get 45% CDR or Gathering Storm for extreme late game scaling, or he sacrificed the ability to get 45% CDR, because those are 2 trees and he can only have one of them as a secondary. I'm gonna click on him to check his rune tree, check all of his runes, and we're gonna see which one he gave up. But meanwhile, we have some more trades going out. Xayah might die here. Nope, she's just fine. Deluxe E-Field not gonna find that kill. Urgot's actually winning top lane by quite a bit. And if Urgot's winning your lane as a Rivet, oh, the Ignite, the barrier will block 2 ticks. Not enough. Trump Yang! Oh, okay, well. In any case, Riven will die. I'm gonna check the last ruins. Ready? Go! Transcendence Nimbus Cloak. I will not take Nimbus Cloak on Vlad if you're not going Phase Rush. Just seems like too little of a speed compared to something like Gathering Storm. Because that's why you take Phase Rush. It helps you get in. It helps you like dump your whole combo and stick onto a target. What the hell is Electrocute gonna do for you? He's being chased out by the Shaco. He already pulled, but he's not gonna die. He's actually doubling the enemy's farm. I don't know. He's winning this lane. His ruins tilt me so much. But regardless, we have a 2-for-2 game. Bot lane is feeding on blue team, but top and jungle are feeding for red team. So it's all fair. Now Urgot is falling behind a little bit in CS. Well, he is going up against a Riven who has teleport and he doesn't. So he should be able to find a few kills on her every now and then. But that also means if Riven knows how to wave advantage, she's going to be able to shut Urgot out of a lot of CS, because she will get the say in the wave management just by virtue of being able to get back to lane earlier. We're gonna see if she manages it correctly. Urgot's gonna come back. He's gonna be behind in CS even if he farms this built up wave, but it's not too big of a deal. He's still 1 kill, 1 assist on top of Riven. So Riven's definitely not as fed, especially when Riven goes back and buys double Dorans. She's delaying her core items. Double Dorans isn't a bad build by any means. It's just that when you're buying double Dorans, you just delay your basically real items in favor of more laning presence. I'm not sure if more laning presence should be chased after when you're going up against someone like Urgot. You can't really trade blows against him. Riven's gonna pop her ultimate. She's sure as hell gonna try. Urgot ult will whiff, but it doesn't even matter. He doesn't even have the toggle purge, and he's still winning that trade. Riven has even ulted. She's gonna come back for a stun. Urgot gets a little bit too greedy, and that's gonna be a Riven solo kill. I stand corrected. That was a winning position for Urgot until he overchased and basically gave himself up. Trouble Bubble lands on the lands on the Lux, but Zoe gets binded, so no damage possible to follow up. She's only level 4. There's no portal jump, so she can't really make any damage picks. Oh my god! Oh, Hemo Plague a second in this combo. 2 takes out Glacial Storm, not enough to kill off the Vlad. And the Hemo Plague pop actually kills off the Indian. That was so close. He put himself in a position where it was very easy to die. I'm not sure if he intended to do that or if he just underestimated the enemy's damage and just hit the oh crap button. But in either case, he seems like he's gonna die here to the Shaco. Wait, the last hit of Ignite didn't even kill him. Oh, never mind, he's dead now. Meanwhile, Xayah does die in that 2v2 once again. Bot lane just not having a good time. Laser comes in. Finishes off the Zoe. Here comes the Warwick though. He's mad. But Shaco, it's Shaco. Can you catch him? He commits the ultimate. He gets feared under the tower. He's taking so much damage here from the boxes as well. He commits ultimate but finds nothing and walks away with his ultimate blown. Suddenly, red team is now in a winning position just by finding some either cleanup kills or just straight up skirmish victories. Top lane has solo kills. Bot lane gets a 2v2 victory. Mid lane gets cleaned up after their red team's mid laner dies, and Shaco makes it out, even after blue team pulls in their own jungler to help. Warwick is heavily out farming the Shaco though, but it might not totally matter. Riven actually first item Ninja Tabai, which, in my opinion, great pick. You do absolutely need that boost, and it's actually making her win these trades against Urgot now because she first itemed that Tabai. A very smart decision on her part. Now she's gonna go hard onto the Urgot. Urgot misses ult last time, and that's gonna result in his death. He was winding up his ulti again, but Riven flashes into him and brings a quick end to that. And suddenly, she skyrocketed ahead in this lane. 64 CS to 48. And not to mention, Urgot still teleportless. He ignited and flashed in that last trade. So he's now summonerless, behind in CS, and super behind in kills. Top lane can't get snowbally in matchups like this, and you're kind of seeing that from full effect. Urgot would have been totally fine if he didn't really mess up and get solo killed there. But because that mistake did happen, he's lost control of his own lane because Riven just gets to stay in lane for like an extra minute on top of him. Warwick walks in a little bit too close to the river, he will die as well. And now red team's gonna pick up Herald. 3 to 9. Man, I promise that there's a lot less one-sided games in Silver because people throw all the time, but at some point, if you get too much of a lead too early, it's kind of hard to throw it. This is a pretty big lead. They have 2 winning lanes. Now granted, blue team's only winning lane right now is the Vlad, which if you want any lane to be winning, it's gotta be a Vlad lane. However, no phase rush, no gathering storm, no cosmic insight. What the hell is this Vlad even gonna do late game? Urgot tanking a few tower shots on his way out. He actually tanks one more. Oh, he's tanked way too many tower shots. Riven gets the easiest solo kill of all time. That's gonna make us 3 for the Riven. And suddenly Urgot, after a very early kill and assist, finds himself heavily on the back foot, and he can't afford to be dying like this. Once again, no TP. Every time you die, that's like another minute or 2 minutes that you don't get to farm, and that's huge. The Riven lead for the Riven CS lead is just gonna keep increasing here, and at some point you have to kind of contend with the fact that you're so behind that you can't look for aggressive positions anymore. That's gonna be a 3v1. Vlad's not gonna make his way out of there. So the only winning lane at mid gets shut down here. Endless question mark missing pings going down on mid lane. I guess he's a bit salty that Lux made his way up. Lux made her way up there, I guess. He wanted a fair fight, he got anything but. His item builds, surprisingly correct. It's just that I stopped paying attention to his items as soon as I saw his runes. I'm not saying Electrocute is bad. Vlads have run Electrocute to some degrees of success. But if you're doing that, you probably should go for more damage. Just go for the straight 1 combo burst. So I'm thinking things like Spellbinder here first over Proto Belt. I guess Proto Belt helps you get in because you denied yourself the ability to use Phase Rush. Oh my gosh, Zoe's taking so much damage. Korean guy getting a kill there. 4 to 13, Urgot ult misses once again. Riven solo, but so the Urgot. Warwick comes in for an easy cleanup. It's actually quite a valuable shutdown. Urgot is level 9, he can purge the tower, and that just does so much damage. How many plays can they rip off here? Every play ripped off is a ticket for Urgot back into this game. Now Vlad still handily winning against the Anivia. This isn't even close. He's gonna get it again? No, he's not. Anivia flashes. Shaco does claim the dragon. They're gonna rip off 3 plates. That's pretty good. That's 240 gold for the Urgot and 240 for the Warwick. Oh, Vlad's in so much trouble. Shaco's actually gotten quite fed in the past few minutes, especially taking Herald and Dragon. Pretty good objective control here from red team. Then again, the kill score was a kill score like that. It's pretty easy. Warwick does fly in, getting that kill on the Shaco. He's gotten 2 very valuable shutdowns back to back. So that's pretty valuable. Riven does counter the Urgot with some plays of her own. She actually has a plate lead. She took 4. And Urgot took basically 1.5 plays worth of gold. Is he going on this? He's gonna trade with the Riven. That's a really bad idea. Riven's level... Wait, am I seeing that? She's level 11? Oh, Zaya, get out laser. She's gonna get double up and die. MF wants it. Oh, portal jump is not the right ability. Double kill for the misfortune. Yikes. I had to like lean up because I was like, am I seeing things? Riven's level 11 to Urgot's 9. Urgot's just now hit 10. So he's a level and a half behind the Riven. That's crazy. And he's still trying to fight her. Purge is not as OP as you think, especially not in the Ninja Tabai. Ultimate once again whiffs for the 3rd time. Riven kills off the Urgot for her 4th kill in lane. And now her CS lead has ballooned to 35. That's 5 minion waves. Or I guess it's 5.5. Vlad gonna go on. Hemo Plague last. Beautiful combo. And he's just gonna die. Lux once again makes her way mid. The 3-man Goon Squad taking chunks out of mid lane here. Now any kind of kills that blue team can get right here will be great. There's a lot of bounties that needs to be claimed. Right now their bot lane is a pretty big pain point for blue team, I'm assuming. Warwick still really strong, in a really good position, getting a good solo kill onto the Riven. But here's the thing, Riven's itemizing pretty well so far. Reaver is okay for AD, CDR, and crit. She's going for a crit Riven route, it seems like. No, it might be lethality. Warhammer is still her next item. Well, not lethality, just like general bruiser Riven. What happened to my replay? Hello? Oh, there we go. We're back. I don't know what that was. Yeah, but Riven, first item in that tab, I basically won her the lane. She suddenly stopped taking damage from Purge, and Urgot just can't win from there. I still maintain the first time Urgot got solo killed kinda started a slippery slope, because from there he just kept dying every time he goes back to lane, and then he's just losing out on more and more CS. He's killed like 2 minions in the past minute and a half or so, and Riven's gotten a few more. Blue team loses their mid T2. Vlad has to pull. Pull doesn't last that long. Works not hop over, but this is a solo mission. 1v4. And he's standing in Glacial Storm. So, you know, he's not long for this world. I guess that's the other thing about Silvers I didn't think about. When you're falling really behind on Silver Elo, you also don't know how to come back. You just kind of hope for red team to just throw their lead at you in a really bad way. But engages like that is why you don't trust Silvers with any initiation abilities. That's a straight up solo mission. And you're not going to get any positive plays out of that. But the Warwick doesn't really care. Like, there's no threat assessment before hitting the trigger. He just thinks that this is a panic moment, I had to do something. When in reality, the correct play is actually wait it out, give up a little bit of structural damage, bide your time a little, find the correct way to flank, not just jump in, ham, YOLO. Speaking of YOLO, why is this on a Warwick? Why is this item on Warwick? The rightmost one? Come on. There are better, especially when you have Cinderhulk. If you're gonna go Blade, at least commit to Blood Razor. Oh my gosh, Vlad really hates that minion. Hemo plaguing it on top of 2 other targets, but there's no damage follow-up. Riven is gonna dance into the team fight, and now she has gonna jump her way out, and Urgot's taking so many chunks. Glacial Storm, the wall actually cancels his own dash out of there. And now Warwick jumping in. Once again, solo mission in the back, but he's not gonna find it this time. Shaco does die before being able to kill off the Urgot, so luckily, it's not a total wash for blue team. They only lose 1 extra members than red. And at the rate this game is going, they're just pretty thankful for that for the most part. A 2-for-1 trade this stage in the game. Oh, holding on to Ties of Blood means he can't transfuse. So he's just gonna die. He wouldn't have any of these problems. Oh my god. Zaya just almost... Oh my gosh, that bullet time does so much damage. That's obscene. Zaya almost died from full. How do you stop this? MF is 10-1. Who fed her? Oh, wow. There's the answer. But seriously. Man. This game's a stomp. They can't surrender. They should surrender. I don't think you can come back from this. It's not possible. Oh, Anivia gonna sit here and bait. The Urgot gets rooted up, stunned, and he's gonna immediately die to that bait. Warwick once again making his way out back. He's going tank and then changed his mind and built a blade. Urgot's second item appears to be Death's Dance, which shouldn't be your second item. It should really be Tab Eyes at this point. But oh my gosh, that wind slash damage. If red team's still ahead, it doesn't really matter what you build. You're gonna need like 2 more items and probably Jesus Christ to help you get out of this one. Shelly is gonna start making her charges down, inhib down, 5-man push coming down. They're going for the end. Blue team seems like their spirits are broken. They're not even gonna try to put up a defense. Can they do anything here? The Urgot once again gets snared up. He's gonna die again. That's his 6th death of this game. Trouble Bubble lands on the Shaco, but it was a clone the whole time. And Warwick once again in the front. And he's just gonna die to the Anivia. The Anivia has on a rampage. That means she's picked up these 4 kills in quick succession. Xayah also going in like a man. Zoe tanks a laser face first. From full health she drops to below half. And blue team pops a surrender vote. Kids, it's all gone downhill.